Dave, one of the things I hear about in sales and people that are coaching young salespeople, developing them, is find your swim lane in sales.
Yeah.
And can you explain a little bit, what does that mean? Like what's a swim lane in sales in terms of a career path or
Yeah,
cultivate your skills?
yeah, it's a great question because one of the things that I found is you kind of got to figure out your personality type, right? And you have to lean into your strength. You can certainly learn new things, but there's nothing wrong with having different kind of modes of operations. Like some people really love cold calling. I'm not one of those people, right? And so you'll have good sales organizations will have a variety of people. And certainly there's territories and things like that. But you have to let people kind of go with their particular skill set. And it's strange to say, but you could have two different people that have two different skill sets. And if they were on that same account, they might both have success, but in their own different ways. But they're having success because they are capitalizing on their strengths. And any given situation, they could both be successful with the exact same client, go about it a different way, but they're capitalizing on their particular strengths. And I think what it really boils down to anymore is authenticity, right? Because people can, we've got so much information. First of all, you're out there on the internet, people will see what you've done in the past and things like that. So you can't really pull the wool over anybody's eyes, and you don't want to, right? I mean, because it may be short term, you can get away with some stuff, but staying in your swim lane is understanding what you're good at, what you like, because that will come through in relationships. That's just the bottom line. And anymore, sales, I guess for all time, sales is about relationships, right? It's understanding, it's creating a connection, and you have to do that with authenticity. So to me, staying in your swim lane is about, figuring out what your particular, way of doing things is and what you're comfortable with, and capitalizing on that with, being able to learn some things along the way. But it's staying in your swim lane. It's about being authentic.
Got it. And I think you're one of the professionals I've worked with who's taught me about playing the long game, preserve your reputation, always be above board in deals and disclose, let the client know as much as you can. Trying to get a short-term advantage has got long-term detrimental harm to your career, to your reputation.
Yeah. There's a fine art to delivering bad news, right? Being able to go to somebody in a particular situation and saying, because you're coming into each situation and you're saying, oh, everything's great, it's this big hand waving things. That's not authentic. So it's the long-term, and the long-term relationship is about authenticity, I think, what it really comes down to.